Thank you for taking the time to review our service management project. Our group research project focuses on Jinya Ramenbar. It was conducted by Olivia Sun, Kara Lewis, Lilac Lee, and Mark Ovesny. We are graduate students at the University of Houston Conrad Hilton College of Hotel Restaurant Management. During this presentation, we will review the history, mission and goals of the restaurant, brand identity prism, semantic square, serve qual analysis, gap analysis, and follow it up with our recommendations for the perceived problems. We conducted our research by visiting the restaurant on numerous occasions at different times of the day. And we also examined more than 200 TripAdvisor and Yelp reviews. Jinya Ramenbar was created by Tomonori Takahashi, and his style of his business originated from an Ayazaka-style restaurant. The idea was to make eating ramen an everyday ritual. This led them to their philosophy that no ramen equals no life. In the year 2000, he opened his first restaurant in Japan, and expanded in 2010 to the U.S. And now you can find a Jinya Ramenbar from coast to coast all throughout the U.S. and in places in Canada. We went to our location located in the heart of Midtown, bordering right on downtown Houston. Throughout the years, Jinya Ramenbar has received many awards, including LA Weekly's 99 Essential Restaurants, Best Dishes of 2010, and also the Most Hidden Gem. We will now turn to the mission and goals of the restaurant. The mission includes offering delicious foods at reasonable prices that is accessible to all, to change the way people think about ramen, to remain authentic to Japanese cuisine, and offer the cleanest and purest foods. Next, we will turn our attention to the brand identity prism, which is made up of 6 different components. First, we'll discuss the physique, the external view of the brand, followed by the relationship between the customers and the business. Then the reflected mode, or what the business desires as their consumer target market. Followed by the personality, or the characteristics of the brand. Then the culture, and lastly the self-image. The physique of the restaurant could be described as casual, trendy, and modern industrial. The relationship mode of the restaurant could be described as accessible, interactive, friendly, and communal, through their use of big group tables to bring customers together. The reflected mode would be considered fashionable, cultured, and youthful. The personality of the brand could be seen as hip, nostalgic, and funky, and pays true homage to the owner's personality as well. The culture of the brand is one where traditional meets modern Japanese culture, offers a trendy environment for top-notch ramen, but also provides a progressive view to creating new ramen styles. Lastly, the self-image of Jinya Ramenbar is one of a worldly, stylish, and enlightened. Now we'll be looking forward to the next part of our presentation. The semantic square identifies 6 different consumer groups with their own unique relationship with Jinya Ramenbar. Starting on the left-hand side, we will start with the consumer spectrum of modern factions. The first group that we have at the top is the progressive and adventurous families. These were the ones with a genuine interest of trying things from different regions. Followed by the trendy young hipster couples. These would be the couples dressed in old-school clothing with new age accessories that fit the average appearance of said hipsters. Now if we look to the right-hand side, there's a spectrum of culinary enthusiasts, which describes the consumer's interest in cuisine. At the top, we feature cultural cuisine enthusiasts. These were the people with a genuine interest in trying foods from different regions, followed by the New Age food followers, who were just more interested in the new and popularly demanded foods or hotspots in the area. The combination of both progressive adventurous families and culinary cuisine enthusiasts created the worldly indulged relatives. The combination of both new age food followers and trendy young hipsters made up the alternative hip duos. Next we will discuss the serve qual analysis. We approach this by analyzing information through more than 200 online reviews. More than 50% of the reviews gave 5 stars, and the majority of the reviews had positive feedback. The positive reviews consisted of things such as good service, delicious foods, and also a good energetic atmosphere. However, some of the reviews were also negative. Some of the consumers found that Jinya is so popular that it takes a while to get seated. They also described parking conditions as horrible. From personal experience, we found the pros and cons of the restaurant. We enjoyed the family-style seating, the trendy restaurant, and the friendly waitstaff. However, the long lines, the potentially uncomfortable seating arrangements with the big tables in the center, the horrible parking conditions, and also the crowded and loudness of the restaurant were not appealing. Some of the tangible problems with the restaurant consisted of poor parking accommodations, unexpected seating arrangements, and a noisy and crowded atmosphere. There were also a couple problems with responsiveness. People did not like the long wait time during rush hours and the slow food service. Here is an overview of our gap analysis. A gap 1 problem would be that of a design issue, and a gap 2 problem would be a delivery flaw. For Jinya, we found that there is no clear signage for parking. Customers also did not like the communal seating arrangements and preferred more privacy, and long wait times for both food and seating were a problem. Gap 2 was a noisy environment. We will now present recommendations for these said gaps. First, they should place some outdoor seating for waiting guests and offer water to them. The second would be to disclose communal seating arrangements on the website to let people who don't really enjoy sitting next to complete strangers have a better understanding of their communal sense of style. Number 3, guests would appreciate more clear signage for parking and might actually attract more customers this way. Number 4, they could hire more wait staff and chefs to accommodate the high traffic. And lastly, they could add soundproofing panels to absorb some of the sound. We believe by offering all of these components to guests, or even some of them, would attract more consumers and gain more loyal customers. Though there was some perceived gaps, we overall enjoyed our experience and in visiting Jinya Ramen multiple times. We hope you'll take these into consideration, and thank you so much for watching our presentation.